In today's video, I'm going to show you how to go from this to this in just 15 minutes. If you like toasty makeup, brownie, ready tones, but in a way that is natural and wearable for every day, you are going to love this video. And this is a makeup look that I actually do when I'm in a rush, so I'm going to walk you through all of my techniques and all of my products that make it so easy to do my makeup for every day. Let's get right into it. When I'm in a rush doing my makeup, I like to always start with the skin, because if I have really good skin and I run out of time, I can always make it work with good skin. But if I do like my eyes and lips but no skin, sometimes I feel like it looks a little weird. So I have been obsessed with this foundation. This is the Mary Phillips Le Skin Serum Foundation. And I've been using this in a lot of my recent videos. I just put a pump of this on the back of my hand and then I use the Mary Phillips foundation brush. This foundation brush has changed the way I apply foundation. It lays it on so quickly. If I'm like really in a rush and I want this makeup to be closer to 10 minutes, I'll use my finger. But I do actually really like this technique. I use a really thin little spatula brush. I will link the exact one that I'm using down below. But I just really quickly swipe this kind of all over my face. It doesn't need to be like perfect. But I basically just take a few seconds to get the foundation in an even layer on my face, and this spatula brush just makes it so quick and easy to do that. It's also pretty satisfying, I can't lie. And then I just take this Mary Phillips brush, like I mentioned, and I just tap that into my face and just diffuse all of those edges. And not only is this foundation technique really quick to do, but it's also very flawless. And because we applied that foundation in a nice even layer, it makes it way quicker to blend, and it also is way less streaky when you blend it out. If you want your face to look perfect and even, but you don't want it to look like you're wearing makeup, this is such a good option. Sometimes skin tints don't give you quite enough coverage, so I feel like this actually gives you coverage without the heaviness that usually comes with coverage. I feel like recently I've been discovering the best complexion products because this concealer has exceeded all of my expectations. This is the PatMcGrath Major Skin Soft Blur Brightening Concealer. And I don't like to use a lot of this. I just do a little dot underneath my eyes and the center of my face. If I have any blemishes, I'll put this there. It's not super full coverage, it's more of like a medium coverage, but it gives you enough coverage. And if you want a little more, you can definitely build it. But what I really love about this concealer in particular is it's very easy to blend, and it also doesn't settle into my fine lines and creases the way other concealers do. And the cherry on top is I really do think this concealer is a long wearing concealer. It wears beautifully throughout the day. So I've been reaching for this one in pretty much all of my makeup looks. It's definitely a contender for a spot in my top 5 concealers, so bravo, Patrick. For a really quick all-over bronze, I've actually been really liking using powder bronzer. I usually like using cream, but I actually find this might be a little bit quicker. I'm going in with the Say Super Suede Radiant Baked Bronzer in the shade Amalfi, and I'm picking that up on a Repro 05 and really focusing that on the outskirts of my face just to bring that warmth. I'm kind of dusting it on my cheekbones for a little bit of dimension, on the sides of my nose for a little bit of that sun-kissed toasty look. But for me, I like to focus the majority of it on my forehead. I just want to add some more warmth to my skin to make it look like I've actually spent a little bit of time in the sun. I really like this bronzer shade, and this formula is actually so smooth and easy to blend. I've been really enjoying it. All right, now that we have a little bit of warmth to the skin, I want to add some toasty blush. And I kind of feel like this cream blush is the iconic toasty blush. I'm going in with Rhodes Toasted Teddy Pocket Blush. And I do have to say, I love these because they blend out so easily. They literally just melt into the skin. I'm gonna put a little on my nose as well. And then I'm just gonna go in with a Mario F4 brush and just start pushing that into the cheek. You really don't need a ton of this blush. A little does go a long way, but they do sheer out quite nicely, as you can see, and they're definitely buildable. So if you want a little bit more intensity, you could just layer until you're happy with the amount. I'm really picky about the products that I use, especially when I'm in a little bit of a rush, especially creams, because I feel like creams can be kind of difficult to blend out. And if you use a cream that's like too stiff or too dry, you could spend some time blending that out on the cheek. And I simply just don't have time for that today. So these are a really good option. I really like the Rhode blushes. I did a video where I swatch every single color. So if you want to check that out, I'll put it on the screen. That blush color is beautiful. It is the perfect toasty shade. I just think it is so gorgeous. This blush color is truly so special because I don't usually like toasty, kind of like reddy brown shades, but this one just works. It works good on so many different skin tones. It gives you that toasty, almost like sun-kissed look. It's perfect for fall, perfect for summer. I just love it. This next step is totally optional, but I'm just throwing it in there because I've been wanting to try this blush and it goes perfect with this look. This is the YSL Make Me Blush Powder in the shade 12. And look at that color. It's just this beautiful, rich, toasty color, and it has shimmer throughout, it looks like. So I'm kind of curious how it's gonna apply because sometimes shimmer blushes look kind of patchy, but let's give it a whirl. I'm just picking this up on a Revela 05 brush. Whew, and it looks pretty pigmented. So I'm gonna swirl that on the palm of my hand. Wow, look at that pigment coming off. This is just gonna work that powder into the bristles so that it applies more evenly. And so you're not gonna get a stripe of super pigmented color deposited right on your face. This makes intimidating blush colors a lot easier to apply. I'm just tapping that into the skin instead of dragging it because we're applying it on a wet base. Dragging it might disrupt what's underneath, so I'm just tapping that in. The pigment is definitely giving. With this blush, less is definitely more. I went very light-handed with this blush, but still I think I could have applied less, or maybe I could have just worn it on its own without any blush underneath. I really like the color. It's not patchy in terms of application. It's actually a very smooth, like glowy powder, which I think is gorgeous. It's not like a shimmery blush. It's just more of like a glowy blush. It's very beautiful. And just quickly going over that blush with a clean brush is gonna make everything look a lot more subdued. I want to know your guys' vibe more. Is this too much blush? Be honest. In my opinion, the only right answer is no, it's never enough. But I have some people commenting on my videos saying I wear too much blush and I look like a geisha, which I guess is valid. I'm a little bit of a blushaholic, but do we like blush here on this channel? Like, I think this is so pretty. Too much is never enough when it comes to blush. I'm doing my makeup in a bit of a weird order, but I'm doing it in the order that I have been when I'm in a rush. I'm moving on to lips because again, I feel like I can get away with not so much on the eyes, but lips, I need lips, especially lip liner. So I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario Toasty Lip Liner. The shade is so pretty, especially for overlining. These lip pencils are super creamy and easy to apply, and their shade range that they offer is insane. I literally don't care how in a rush I am, I need lip liner. What is your one thing that you need to get out the door? Everyone has their one makeup product that even if they have like 2 minutes, they're gonna do it. For a little bit of a toasty lipstick, I'm going in with the YSL Love Shine lipstick in the shade, I actually don't know. I wish they just had like the shade names written on these, but they don't. So I will figure out what this is called and I will link it down below for you guys. This formula is very like balmy and shiny, so I just like to almost blot that on the lips. And that's because this lipstick actually looks stunning in a very sheer layer like I'm applying. If you want more intensity, you can definitely build it up, but the way I like to apply these is in a very thin sheer layer. It makes the lips look super juicy. And I feel like this is an easier way to wear like a toasty berry shade like this, especially if you have fair skin like me. You don't want it to be too intense. I do want to top this off with a gloss, so I'm going in with the Tom Ford Gloss Luxe in the shade East Coast. And this smells so good. This is like a beautiful kind of like toasty cocoa brown with a bit of shimmer. And I feel like that's just a very wearable, everyday toasty lip combo. Now for eyes. So this is obviously an optional step. If I was really in a rush, I wouldn't do this step, but I have been squeezing this in to pretty much all my makeup looks, and I've noticed a huge difference in how my eyeshadow wears. This is the P. Louise Base Pro in the shade Rumor 02. And this might be the best eyeshadow base that I've ever used. I just apply a little bit of that to my eyelid. A little goes a long way, and I blend it out. This is pretty full coverage, so all of the discoloration and veins on my eyes get covered. So I feel like my eyeshadow just ends up looking so much more clean and pro. Sometimes I find that eyeshadow bases can be a little too heavy and a little too sticky, and this one isn't like that. It's basically just like a more powerful concealer for your eyes that is designed to make your eyeshadow adhere better. I'm so predictable. I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette in the neutral version. I haven't been loving warm toned eyeshadows on my face, and although they would look good with this look, I'm gonna go with something a little more on the neutral side. I'm gonna mix these two shades together. And taking a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna apply this with a really light hand all over my lid and make this really diffused and kind of smoky looking. I want a nice natural looking wash of color over the lids, not too much, not too little, enough to give the eyes some smokiness and that kind of like toasted vibe. I definitely want this to look effortless. I don't want this to look too glam and intense. And don't be afraid to kind of like flick a little bit of color up towards the brow bone. This is gonna make everything look way more airbrush, and it's gonna give you that more effortless effect. I think the secret to this kind of quick and messy application is to not use too much eyeshadow on the brush. Make sure you tap off your brush. Even do a little swirl on your hand to really work that shadow into the bristles. I'm going to take that same color combo and just run it along the lower lash line as well. Again, really light hand, kind of applying it in a way that's a little bit smoky. I love a little bit of a smoky shadow on the bottom lash line. I think it just really completes the eyeshadow, especially for a toasty look. I'm gonna give my lashes a really quick curl using the Shiseido eyelash curler. I also never skip this step. Probably not the best for my eyelashes, but man, does it make such a difference. It's the best eyelash curler ever. This one is a gold edition, but the regular one is black and it's the exact same thing. I will link this one down below because I've tried so many lash curlers and they've all sucked compared to this one. I'm going to show you guys what I do when I need to do my liner very quickly in a rush. I like to use the MAC Brush Brown 24-hour liner in the shade Brush Brown. This liquid liner is the easiest liquid liner to use ever. It is absolutely foolproof. The brush tip is so easy to use. I love the color. And the formula is kind of forgiving, so if you mess up, you can kind of just wipe it away with your fingertip. It's not like a thick, heavy formula. It's almost like watercolor, if that makes sense. And look how quick I was able to just draw a little wing and be done with it. This is just, so easy to use. This is another optional step, but one I actually recommend. I've been implementing it to my makeup looks and I do notice my makeup just looks better. This is the Prada Durable Gliding Eye Pencil in the shade Nero. I like to put this in my tight line. It just really completes the eye look and I feel like it genuinely makes my lashes have the illusion of looking longer. But I think the main standout about this product is it does not budge. It literally stays put. I talk about it in a recent video where I just talk about a bunch of expensive makeup products that are actually worth it, and this was one of them, so I'll put that video on the screen. Now, time for mascara. I've re-fallen in love with the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. I stopped using this mascara for a little bit because I ran out, but I'm just obsessed again. This is a good mascara if you want your lashes to look kind of natural, mostly lifted and fluttery and not super thick and volumized. I like my lashes to look a little bit more on the natural side, so I've really been loving this, but you can build it up to get a decent amount of volume, and I like that it doesn't clump. Why do I feel like this would look good with more blush? I won't do it. I shouldn't do it. And there you have it. Gorgeous, natural, super easy and quick toasty makeup. I really feel like this makeup is perfect when I want to look put together and like I put a ton of effort in, but I really didn't. If you guys want more tutorials like this that are more so tailored around being quick and easy, let me know in the comments down below. I read and respond to pretty much everything, so I'll meet you there. Or you can give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know you like it and you want to see more. And also subscribe if you haven't already. I do a lot of makeup education content, I do a lot of natural looks, and I do a lot of product reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.